Jack here. It is with much sadness that, as y'all know, many of you do, it looks like that plane that took off from Malaysia a few days ago, a couple of weeks ago, is now been found somewhere in the wilds of the Indian Ocean and such, but it'll be probably down in the deep depths there in Davy Jones' locker and such, with the fishes and the sharks and the animals there on the ocean bed. And it looks like the airline sent a message by text message to them, find folks who are related to them folks on board. Now, like I done told you in my other video, Qantas versus Asian Airlines, which has the cutest hostesses. There's more to an airline than just cute, sexy looking hostesses and such. Stewardesses, right? And I give the example of flying with Malaysian or some other airline that'll give you a message like this by text to your relatives, as opposed to Qantas, which I don't believe would ever do something like that. Believe it or not, I don't think it would. Even though they cut back 5,000 people and such, I don't think they would stoop that low. Now, like I done told you in that video, and like I've done telling you now, here in this one, they sent the message to them relatives by a text message, telling them that them folks have gone. And it looks like they invited them there to the grand ballroom and such in Malaysia. And you can see the cameras there from the, I believe it's the BBC or some other organization from England. And they've got them folks there basically filming the relatives coming out of the grand ballroom there in the fancy hotels, looking at them all crying and hollering because they realized that the aliens did not abduct their relatives and that they're probably all dead. But, you know, I don't understand it because they were already told by text message and such. So why are they all upset? What I do know is a couple of things. Take it or leave it from me, but first thing is, I don't think you need to. It's one thing to tell your mistress that you've done seeing her and such because you got another one by text message. Please see my other videos on having an affair here in Brisbane town. You all can see that if you're dumping your mistress, you can do that by text message, and that's probably a little bit cruel, but something that's probably within the bounds of acceptability. But when you receive a message like one that these relatives received, I'm not sure it's such a good idea to do that by text message. In fact, the text message reads something like, it looks like there's a high probability that your folks are on the plane here's a message, friends. It says something like, your relatives have gone, and the high probability is that they've gone down with the plane in the Indian Ocean. And as I understand it, they even gave him $5,000. $5,000, heck, that won't even buy you a computer and one night in a hotel with a couple of hookers these days. $5,000 won't get you nothing, friends. So I don't understand it. Why the heck didn't they just say at the end of the text message, oh, and have a nice day too. Bye for now. I don't understand it. The other thing is this. Why the heck are they deciding to do it this way? Here's the message, friends. It says, something like, Malaysia Airlines deeply regrets that we have to assume beyond any reasonable doubt that MH370 has been lost, and that none of those on board survived. That's it. Okay? So why don't we just say have a nice day at the end of it, and if you'd like some French fried potatoes, come our way, because we got $5,000 coming to you. And what the heck is this international media doing, sticking cameras in people's faces as they're exiting? Can't you see they're all upset and such? Friends, it makes Billy J. Jack sad. Now, the reason why this plane went down, there are many theories about it, and I don't want to guess on any of them. But as I understand the situations, there were 200 pounds or kilograms, I don't know which, lithium-ion batteries on board being transported. And maybe that when them things ignite, they're very hard to control. And there was a plane that went down a couple of years ago. It was an Asiana freighter plane because of lithium-ion batteries. They couldn't work it out, and they couldn't find it. It just disappeared. This may have been a low-burn fire, somehow contained, but resulted in smoke or some other asphyxiating chemical that caused the plane to keep flying like a ghost plane. Who knows, friends? Or maybe they just flew it as far as they could, and they lost control and couldn't steer the plane. Who knows? But anyway, let's hope they find the plane so they can bring them bodies back up from the deep and give them a proper burial and such, because that's important. Okay, friends, what do y'all think of this telling people by text message that their relatives are all dead in the most horrific plane crash in the history of recent times? Hey, let me tell you something, friends. That's got to be the text message of the century. Malaysian Airlines, you ain't dumping your mistress. Probably not a good idea to send a text message or something like this. What do y'all think of the way they handled it, friends? God bless the great passengers as they float up to the sky to meet their makers and such. And God bless Billy J. Jack. Please tell Billy J. Jack the truth below. Bye for now.